Hi guys, Phil here with an update for February for Battle of Naseby Diorama I'm doing. What I've done here is I've just put a couple of pieces together that I've done recently. So on the left we've got at the front a couple of harquebusiers, captain on the left and trooper on the right. 4 cuirassiers at the back, which I've done as royalists. And then I've done a couple of ensigns for Prince Rupert's bluecoats. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. And then a couple of conversions. There at the front, one is an officer from the King's Life Guard and a pikeman. He was wielding his pike horizontally, but now I've changed him to the pike in the position to receive cavalry. With his sword drawn. So the harquebusiers there I've done as parliamentarians, although you'll be aware that both royalists and parliamentarians use these and they're very similarly dressed. Officer on the left in a slouch hat with a body armour, and then I've got the trooper in the distinctive buff coats and the pot helmet, lobster tail helmet, called harquebusiers because they were one of the most popular cavalry in Western Europe in the 17th century and used a carbine, initially the harquebus carbine. So there we go there. Let you have a look at those. To the rear then, a couple of cuirassiers. You've seen the ones on the left, trooper and officer with the warhammer. I've done a couple there with swords drawn. Rather nice to do they are. And I've done those as royalist, and I'm going to do them as Prince Rupert's cavalry, coming back onto the final throes of Naseby battlefield when the King's Life Guard and the bluecoats are fighting a rearguard action. A couple of ensigns I've converted there. One on the right in civilian clothing, and one on the left there in the distinctive blue jacket. Okay, you'll be aware flags tended in this time to have short staffs, although there were some with long staffs. The symbols on the flag denote the company. So for example on the right that would denote the 4th Captain's Company. Okay, I'll let you have a look at those. And then we've got my King's Life Guard converts. So an officer there with sword drawn and a halberd, and my pikeman with his sword. I'll just turn them around, let you have a look at the rear of them. A couple of shots. The ensign to the front there is obviously wearing cuirass front and back. I got the idea for the other ensign from one of the Osprey books actually, depicting the ensign wearing this sort of buff uniform. Quite liked it, so I went for it, but with the helmet. Yeah, you can see him there. Flags I've done myself, tricky, bit of battle damage, and you'll see on one of them I've done a nice splash of blood. There's quite a good shot of the cuirassiers there. Mixture of grey horses, black, and various types of chestnut. Shot of the officer. I'll just home in and let you have a look at the flags. Tricky little SOBs to do these. There's the blood splattered up that one, but I think they'll come out quite nice.